got to work on the other one there for the throttle. Probably need to bring another screwdriver I didn't bring with me. Okay, so now I got to go down here in the junk box over here. That'd be a throttle tube. There's a clamp that we're probably not going to use. These two black screws go with this here, I'm sure. There's a missing washer on the floor. Okay. So it goes like that to hold on the master cylinder, which we're not putting on right now. This here's a cable clamp, a clip holding together. We'll leave that off too. I don't know what this little fancy ass wave washer thing is for, but I'm sure it's something important that I didn't put on. Two little flimsy screws here. If we're lucky, my wrench works on these. Oh, look at that. We lucked out. Brass cable end right here we're going to need. There's our other throttle cable. And get a little brass piece right here. Oh, I remember what these are. There's two of these now. These were holding the air cleaner screws on, I remember. Someone told me a comment about that. Keeps these pieces from falling off on the inside or something. Something weird. Okay, so we're not using that. So these are pieces here we're going to need to put it together up on top. Now these are old throttle cables, which seem to be working okay. Now, if you put new ones in here, they will work for, new Barnett ones, not these Harley ones. They work a little bit freer, but these are pretty good already. But we are going to put some lubricant on these. Add some lube around here somewhere. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to spray a little bit of lube on these things. It's a good mess to get you nice and dirty. So you don't take much, just a little bit on there, a little bit on your finger. Get the whole thing lubed. Running it out a few times, that'll get some stuff in there. These don't come apart here, we can get to them. But if you take these all the way apart, they probably will come apart enough that you can lubricate inside nicely. Voila, see, now you got access. And you can also shoot it right down the hole right here now, like that. I pinch my fingers tight around it to try to get some of the air down in there. Oop, that made a big mess. Okay. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, that's well lubricated. So is my fingers. Okay, so now the cable's nice and oily now, see, right there. This is where all your drag is out through this elbow, out of here. That's where your drag is at. Down this whole length in here, not a lot of drag. A little bit, but not a lot. Most of it's up at the ends. Same thing on the throttle. When you push sideways, that makes drag. In between, not too much. Okay, so I'm going to lubricate this side down here also. Same thing. Yeah, I know they make fancy ass lubricable things, but this way it works just fine. You don't have to buy a bunch of stupid ass stuff you don't need. Those lubers only work so well. These are not much better when I'm doing. Okay, so now this cable's nice and lubed. So you take it and make a bit. You go like this, and if you can push the cable back and forth like this, it's pretty good. If you can make a whole wrap around like this and do it again, if you push it back in, it's really good. See, I can't quite make this one push back. Not all the way out. If I make it half, I can do it, but not all the way. Now with a Barnett cable, you can make a wrap like this and go in and out real easy. That's how you tell a good cable from a crappy cable. Okay, so I got that one done. Now I got to do the one up on the bike, which is I couldn't get apart up there. So I'm going to have to deal with it up on the bike now. couldn't get this cable to come out of the throttle up in there, and I don't feel like dicking with it, so we're going to just deal with it down here. Everything I did over there, I'm just doing it over here now. Okay, get that side going. Go up here to this side. Same deal, just unscrew it. You got more access to do it anyway. A little bit harder when it's assembled, but not overly different. Ooh, squirting me. Actually, quite a bit went in there, actually. Okay, tighten this up now. Okay. Wipe off the excess. Otherwise, you keep getting oily. Okay, you can always put a little bit on here to sleeve if you want to, on the handlebar. Just like that. It works. Now there's a coat of oil on there, grease. No, not grease, oil. Lubricant. Kind of in between. Okay, I need my sleeve. Alright. We need to drop this bike down so it's not crawling down so much. Put some air in my rack. Over here, and drop it down. There we go, we're a lot lower now. You can actually see something. Okay, over here. There we go. Parts over here so I don't lose them. Screwdriver down here. Put the towel on top of the bike over here, right there, like this. It acts like a little workbench area for you to lay your junk. See? Towel keeps things from falling through. Okay, so now got a throttle tube goes on. We already lubricated inside on the dinger a little bit. Okay, this we're going to push into the throttle mechanism over here, housing. Boom, that's in. Okay. Now you got to take these little brass pieces, stick it over the end of the cable ball. That's what the slot's on there for. Slip it on there, and then the whole thing goes into the tube, which goes right through here. So you go through like that. Oop, where you at? You go through the tube hole right here. Cable goes around, wraps around the throttle. So you go around this way, wraps around. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see all that much of this, but we'll see. It can get pretty, it can be a pain in the ass at times. First thing I do is pull the cable up, put the piece on there, like that. Put it on the throttle sleeve, and you wrap it around like that. And you do the same thing for the other one. Pull it through. You know, both of these are wrapped around the tube here, which you can't see a damn thing because I'm way over here. So they're both wrapped around there. I'm holding them. So now you just push the cables down, and you put the clamp on top of it. Of course, these don't want to go down now because that'd be too easy for it to do that. Oh, the cable's stuck in the damn lift down there. That's why they won't drop. The other problem is I can't reach this far. Okay. Wonderful. So I have to do this on the bike. Pull these off. Put the tube back up on the handlebar. And we're working up high where you can't see because I lowered the camera down. Everything's where you can't see squat. See, those are on there. Figure out which way this is supposed to go. Let's see. I think this wraps around the far side, like this. Put the clamp around like that. You should be able to squeeze it flat together. If you can't squeeze it flat together, something's bound up. So I'm in there. Okay, this is a little screw I got to put on. So lay that on top of the screwdriver here. One screw's on top, one screw's on the bottom. Try to do this top one first and hold it together. Nice if it actually went together. Obviously I'm doing something wrong that I can't see right now. My guess is there's a switch involved. Nope, it was just me not doing it right. Okay. Hands are full of grease and oil now. Clean my hands, get all the grease off. Can't work with your fingers all full of grease and junk. Nothing will stay put. So after you get your hands clean your tools. That'd be this thing. Then you clean the throttle housing that you're just fingering over there for the last 5 minutes. Wipe it down. You want to get rid of all your crap off of that too. Okay. So now, throttle cables go around like this. They just go between the gas tanks over. That little plastic piece goes up here in the front to keep them flopping around that you can't see because you're hidden. So a little plastic piece goes up on here. I'll put it on later. So these just go up here like that, and then the throttle, the carburetor's down here. You still can't see. It goes down here, so the cable's just going to sit here for now. Out of my way, which is not anywhere. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tighten this housing up here. About the spot I think it's going to be. I'll look at the other side, I can see kind of where things are at. Rotate it around like this so you can get a better idea. Push it all the way in. Tighten it up. Once again, it should be a nice straight edge all the way across. If not, you are got a problem. Okay. I'm not full tight, but tight. Shouldn't have to take that apart again, I don't think, but I might. Okay, throttle cables need to go someplace out of the way, so I'm thinking right down inside the motor there's a good spot for them. The camera doesn't show what I'm doing because I can't work the camera and work everything else at the same time. So I just shoved the cables down the hole right here. There's a hole right here to use, so I used it. So now I can roll the bike around. So you got one screw up on top here, have another screw right over here. Tighten them up. Okay, this should work fairly good, but so right now these are jammed down in here, so and I think I forgot to put the piece of crap back in there. If it even had one, I don't remember. Some kind of a throttle stop piece of crap that goes in there. I don't remember if I put it in there or not. The throttle's all jammed up right now, so something's not right. Is a stupid thing on or something? There you go. Turn that stupid thing off. Okay, well I don't remember if it was in there or not, so I'm going to take it apart and look. Put the camera over here. There we go. If in doubt, take it apart. Look at it again. There, you may be able to see something now. Maybe. A little plastic shoe type thing that rubs up in your throttle that I hate. How you rip all this crap out, I don't like it. The hell, you need to have a damn throttle drag on the floor. I like my throttles to work, not bind up. Yeah, we didn't need that, did we? These are made different. I think the whole damn throttle mechanism goes up and down to make it pinch. Yeah, great, screw went away someplace. Wonderful. There it is. Ah. See, if you keep the floor halfway clean over there, when you drop stuff, you can find it. Okay, so this thing here, see that plastic piece of crap right there? When you turn this knob up and down, it makes that thing come on and drag on the bottom of your shoe over here, which makes it not work. You can see how these are all installed right now. So that was all in there, but I double checked to make sure. Doesn't hurt to double check stuff. A few minutes of lost time saves you time later. Up in there. Come on, what are you binding me up for? Around the damn grip, that's why. Okay, make sure it's flat. It appears to be good. Screw right there. So I can use either both left or right hand. That comes from lots of practice. Whichever hand's available is the one you use. Okay, make sure everything looks like it's good in there. It does. stands in the way. It's alright. Turn the switch until it looks about the same as the other side over there. Go down until you hit. Back off just a little bit, should be fine. Looks about close. When you put the master cylinder on, it'll change all this a little bit, angles. Okay, it all looks good. Okay, now I take my throttle cables over here and work the throttle, see how they go up and down. As you do that, means they're working. Yeah, pull them back and forth works too, see? Okay, all works good like it's supposed to. Jam this back over here again just to get out of my way. There we go. Let me put spray all over the whole bike here. What happened? Okay, now we got this piece of junk hanging down over here. It's going to rattle around because we got no way of holding it up. Master cylinder has to be rebuilt, so I don't have time to deal with it. So I'm just going to wrap this in a towel and lay it up here, and hopefully it'll stay put. Probably won't. Be nice if it would, but in the real world, it won't. Steal one of Smitty's towels here. If I go over the top like that, it'll stay put. Maybe. Okay. We got everything we got off this. Okay, now it's a rollable bike. Should be able to roll it. Got the cycle spin up and down a few times to get the oil inside the dampeners, which will happen by riding. The brake calipers and master cylinder, I'm going to rebuild these yet. At least take them apart and look at them. I got new kits if I need them, but I want to at least clean them up and put new fluids in there, obviously. This one I haven't taken apart. This one I took apart and cleaned it already. Or at least not all the way apart. Flushed it. Okay, there's Walker's pile. Yeah, there's this piece here we just lost. Let's see, and we have a new piece for the bike too. The customer gave me, the original owner gave me a rack that goes back here for the bike. So if you don't like that piece of crap, we have this piece of crap. Or you don't get none of it and we'll just put a solo seat on it. That's how I would ride it. But anyway, we got more parts. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the rest of this. Scoot it off my rack, and I'm gonna drag out a pan head. That'd be that big ass thing way up the line over there. That bike up there with no front end on it, I gotta put it down here somehow. So we're gonna drop this off the rack and move it. So we're gonna do a front end test as we drop it. You know, you do a front end test by how you do it. We're not gonna put the ramp on the front of the ramp down here. It'll be like driving off a curb. If you can't curb hop with your bike, why have it so high in the air then? Okay, this stuff goes on later. Stuff's in the way. Okay. Keep that over the motor, keep the dirt out of the intake, just in case. foot pegs up so I don't bang on anything. When pegs are in the way, they bang. Okay, so I'm going to draw that right off that rack right there and see what happens. Watch it go boom and fall down and break. Yeah, sure. Not likely. Put up. Like it has too many pegs on it. See how this works. This much work. Yep, it worked. It's just like driving a new Sportster. It went up and down and all that and did no problem. Yeah, so it's new home for a while. I gotta drag up my other bike. Okay, that'll be it for now.